gentlemen, welcome to episode 5 of Show Off Your Slabs, here with me, Evan Comics, at the Comic Book Fiend Club East Chapter. For today's CGC goodness, I decided to spice it up with a little bit of Silver Age action and feature my favorite superhero on what is probably one of the most collectible covers in the comic book world today. Without any further ado, CGC graded at a 7.0, off-white to white pages, coming at us all the way from February of 1969, Silver Surfer Volume 1, issue number 4. This comic is a beautiful example of those square-bound books that contained an additional backup story in addition to the story featured on the cover. Volume 1, issues 1 through 7 of Silver Surfer all contain a Tales of the Watcher backup story. Believe it or not, this is actually the first ever CGC comic book I ever added to my collection, and it feels like such a long time ago because at this point I think I've amassed over 80 slabs or something like that. Now that's a Kickstarter. Hell yes. With a 25-cent cover price, this book contains appearances by Thor, obviously, and Loki, The Thing, Hercules, and even Lockjaw. Let's jump into a quick synopsis right now. I hope you enjoy. In this issue, Loki broods in his lair, angry that Thor continues to thwart his nefarious plans, so he decides to go to the Cavern of Shadows to find someone with enough power to defeat his brother. While there, he discovers the Silver Surfer and learns about his past and present. He realizes that the Surfer is someone that he could deceive into doing his bidding. Eager to bring his plans into motion, he rushes through Asgard and crosses paths with the Warriors 3. Confident of his impending success, he gloats to the three and warns them that Thor will soon be gone forever. The Warriors 3 quickly rush to Thor to warn him, setting him on edge, getting him to prepare for war. Meanwhile, the Silver Surfer seeks refuge amongst nature and wild animals, eager to escape the violence of man. This is short-lived though, as Loki appears and quickly attacks him. He wants to test the Surfer's abilities and determine truly how powerful he is, but the Surfer refuses to fight back. It is only when Loki threatens the humans that the Surfer begins to react. During their battle, Loki realizes that he has found his tool to defeat Thor, and he stops the fight just as quickly as he started it. Loki tells the Surfer that his power is needed to save Asgard from Thor. If the Surfer helps, then he will free him from Galactus' barrier, which is keeping him prisoner on Earth. Upon hearing this promise, the Surfer agrees to Loki's request. Sure enough, traveling with Loki to Asgard on the Bifrost, it bypasses Galactus' barrier and allows the Silver Surfer to escape the planet. Upon entering Asgard, Loki quickly disappears so that his fellow Asgardians will not suspect the Surfer's true mission, to vanquish Thor. The Surfer first meets Heimdall at the Golden Gates and is allowed to pass, since he does not seem to be a threat. He then enters Thor's castle and interrupts their feasts by challenging him to a fight. The Warriors 3 leap at the Surfer for his threat, but Thor stops them and encourages everyone to eat first before the challenges begin. The Surfer agrees to Thor's request and is fascinated how so many people seem to be loyal to someone that is supposed to be evil. As they eat, they watch the gladiators do battle, and Loki secretly arrives in his astral form. He then puts dark suspicions into the Silver Surfer's mind and forces a gladiator to hurl a sword at him. This causes the Silver Surfer to lash out in anger and attack the Asgardians, which also brings Thor into the fight. Word is sent to Odin of the battle, but he is not worried since he can sense that both the combatants are pure of heart. He believes no harm will come of them and decides to go to bed into an Odin sleep. The two trade blows, but the Silver Surfer, with Loki's power added to his own, is too much for Thor to handle. Baldar the Brave and Lady Sif rush to protect Thor, and once again the Surfer is surprised by the loyalty that Thor commands. He starts to doubt Loki's story and intentions. Before he can explain everything to Thor, Loki transports him back to Earth and back into his banishment. Furthermore, the Tales of the Watcher backup story is entitled The Terror of Tim-Bu Ba, and it is about an alien warlord of the same name who is the master of all he surveys. He is eventually wiped out by a torrential flood when an Earth-boy's mother drips water on the small-scale model that is actually Tim-Bu Ba's home planet. And that does it for episode 5 of Show Off Your Slabs. I hope you're all having a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, or night, wherever you may be in the entire world. And remember to collect what you love, and as always, show off your slabs.